Hey everyone, this is Atari 8-Bit Game Hunter. This is my Thursday, August 15th pickup video. I'm doing it a couple of days early because I'll be at work. On the 15th, I won't be around to do the video. And also, everything that was supposed to come in the mail for eBay and Craigslist came in already, so this is about as good a time as any to make a video on what I got this week. It's going to be a pretty long video. I was able to manage to get a couple of good finds locally as well as on Craigslist. And also from a couple of my friends locally and out of the state. So we're going to get right into it real quick. I'm going to start with my buddy out in Pennsylvania. Every now and then I'll point something out to him on eBay or Craigslist that says, hey, you should pick this up for yourself. He likes to resell different things, so I try to help him out when I can. And that kind of bit me in the rear end because I ended up buying the 2600 games and the 8-bit games off of him. He ended up getting the hardware out of the lot. And I also managed to buy a Super Nintendo from him also. That came out of his personal stash out in his shed. I'm not going to unhook the Super Nintendo and show you, but it's a Type 1. It's very clean, it works beautifully, not going to complain. And for the 2600 games, I got Street Racer, Space Invaders, another copy of Pac-Man, not one, but two copies of Asteroids. This is going to be a trend. Asteroids and Pac-Man is going to be a trend you're going to find out is yeah, in case the world comes to an end and I need Pac-Man and Asteroids to survive it, I'm going to have more than enough to go around. Got Haunted House, Super Challenge Baseball by Mattel, Freeway, Donkey Kong, Cosmic Arc, Target Fun, which I believe is something along the lines of ASC Battle, Breakaway 4, which I believe is something like Super Breakout, Word Zapper, and Commando Raid. Those are the Atari 2600 games. Still them on the ground. I'm going to have to go through them again anyway. And then I got a couple of these Atari 8-bit games, including Basic XL. This is version 1.02. It's one of the later versions of XL for the Atari 8-bit collection. And similar to the Asteroids, I got Smart Terminal, not one copy, but two copies. I mean, I know it's not like the game at all. This is a utility software cartridge, but I got two of them. So yeah, my friend hooked me up pretty well. Plus, I got the Super Nintendo system from eBay. I got in the mail Airball, which I have yet to play, but I heard this is a very good game. I think this is one of those games that you have a marble, you start a chain reaction like similar to like dominoes, I believe. I'm not sure. And I'm just looking at the picture of the game and what it looks like. It kind of looks like you have a marble and it's going to cause a chain reaction of what's going on, and looks like fun. And then for my Craigslist deal, it was out in, I believe, Colorado? Yeah, Colorado. A guy had a couple of Atari 8-bit games up for sale, and me being how I am, I must have it. As long as I can afford it, I'm going to pick him up. He was asking $40, best offer. I could read 12 of the 13 games in the pictures because the 13th one was cut off. And I said, I'll offer you $30 for it. and that's what he took. I sent it media mail. I'm surprised the Atari 8-bit cartridges were allowed to be mailed that way, but I'm not going to complain at all. I've learned when you get a good deal, you just go with it. My soda's going all over the place over here. My cell phone's going all over the place. Technical difficulties, don't mind me. Okay, so what did I get out of that Craigslist lot? Basic. This will be going in, some of these games will be going into my overstock pile. And I'm going to go back up for sale again. Video easel. Pole position, which I will replace this copy with my copy because the label's nicer. Jumbo Jet Pilot. Submarine Commander. Star Trek. That's a very good game. That one's going up for sale, so hopefully somebody will get a hold of that one. River Raid. That's a good game. Space Shuttle. Basketball. Star Raider, which is really Star Raiders, but it has that error label. Missile Command. And the two games that I'm going to be keeping for my own personal collection. Rally Speedway. And let's see if it's going to come in clear enough. Computer War. Now, let me just adjust this real quick. See if that's coming clearer. That's not coming in clear. These are the little technicalities I have with my webcam as I go throughout the videos. Compare that to the other version I have, or the other Thorn Emi game I have. Notice the difference. The one over here is it says right on the top of it, for demonstration purposes only, not for resale. When you open it up, there are two reprogrammable EEPROM chips inside compared to the one on this right here. That is just regular chips hot soldered right into the board, making this one a prototype, or at least nothing else, reviewer's demo cartridge. Once again, I paid $30 for this lot, and I'll tell you right now, anything that says not for resale, that has reprogrammable EEPROM chips, right there is your $30 worth of cartridges, and that happened to be the one cartridge that you couldn't see in the picture. All you can see at the top of it was a little blue line with a little white line below it. Kind of thought it was going to be a 3.5-inch disk drive sticker label that someone put over like a Spinnaker cartridge just to do a handwritten label. So yeah, I was very surprised and very pleased that I came across that lot at a good price. Moving along, by the way, I'll throw this one in. This came from my buddies from Pennsylvania, and that's a computer direct parallel printer interface for hooking up printers to your Atari 8-bit computers. I forgot to include this in when I was doing his cartridges, but very clean. This is now my second printer interface device I own. I also have another one by, another one called Graphics GT, and I had to go online and research the pinouts for that because it has 8 different pins, and depending on how you set up the pins and the switches on it, tells you what printer it's hooked up and ready to go for. This one, I don't see it, but it does tell you how to program it, so in basic form. So something different. And yeah, I got rid of this cough and now it's back again. What are you gonna do? So Saturday, I went to my girlfriend's house and As I mentioned last week, the flea market was going to be closed this past weekend due to a concert at the Meadowlands. And I said, you know what, we should hit some flea markets. She said she didn't want to go to any flea markets, and for whatever reason in her local town she didn't want to be bothered. I don't blame her. Flea markets and garage sales are not for everybody. So, with that said, I got to her house, said, hey, you want to go? She said no. I said, are you positive? She said yeah. And then I said, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go to the garage sales. And I went to one garage sale in her town, because I had $100. I said, I'm going to make the best of this. I'm going to go out and have a little bit of fun, be back in time for lunch, and we can plan out the rest of our afternoon. And I ended up running into a guy off of Atari, believe it or not. And he had a whole bunch of games for sale. They opened at 10 o'clock. I got there about 10 minutes after 10. And let me start showing you some of the games that I got. First game up, Combat. Now, this is going to be the theme of the whole transaction at this garage sale. It's boxed. Now, the boxes are not perfect by no means of the imagination, but they are boxed, complete with the manuals. And at $2 a piece, I will buy those all day long. SC Battle, Starship, Slot Races, Super Breakout, Defender, Warlords, another copy of Street Racer, but now I have a box complete copy, Demons to Diamonds, 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. The box is not in the best shape, but it is a complete box, so I'm not going to complain. Video Olympics, Breakout. Now, you would be saying, that's good if you just get that for your personal collection. That's a pretty good haul. But wait, there's more. Football, Circus Atari, Space Invaders, Missile Command, Othello, Real Sports Baseball, more Pac-Man, Video Pinball, more Asteroids, two versions of Casino. One's a special edition, one is the regular edition. Honestly, I don't think there's a difference, just the box style. But I decided to hold on to both of them for box variations. Vanguard. Somebody cut the end of the box off. I have no idea why. But there's a few of them in this lot that would like that, and they'll be full of boxes until I can come across a complete regular version of it that's in better shape, and I'll upgrade that. And then the final group. Phoenix. Mrs. Pac-Man, once again. Someone got box hungry. Centipede. Kangaroo. Laser Blast. Chopper Command. Cosmic Arc. Frogger. And finally, Sneak and Peek. Once again, these were $2 a piece. and the guy wanted, I think, $2.50 a piece. Those are the ones that go into my personal collection. There's another 15 box games, mostly Pac-Mans, Asteroids, Real Sports Baseball. There's different groups of games. 15 extras in all between the games I already mentioned that I'm going to be flipping and reselling. But the guy wanted $2.50 each. When we were done, it came out to about $2 a shot, about 45 games, $2 each. Yeah, not a bad week, but don't stretch the imagination. There's going to be a lot of 2,600 extras for the gaming convention show I go to every month. There are going to be some Atari 8-bit games to go to this convention with. There's going to be some box games going to the convention with. So there's going to be a lot of stuff for me to resell and trade with people with. I'm trying to think, is there anything else this week that I got that I need to go over with you? Looking at my stockpile, I don't see anything. Just so you people can see that all those games did come with games. All those box games actually did come with their cartridges. Those will be going into my collection later on today. And that's about it. I got my Super Nintendo hooked up. And that's about it for this week, guys. It was a lot of games this week. A lot. I'm trying to think if there's anything else coming in the mail. I believe I got it all. Just double checking real quick. Yeah, that's about it. I'm getting a couple of games off of eBay in the next 2 weeks. Or the next week or so. And that's about it, guys. Have a good stay for the rest of your week. I'm going to post this video Tuesday the 13th. So, for those of you who check back for the gaming moment back in time, you'll see this. And then you'll see also later today the gaming moment back in time. And yeah, have a good rest of the week. Be safe out there. Hopefully you guys will have some good finds. Feel free to post up what you find. Leave some comments. Like the channel. Share the channel with other video gamers. And I'll see you guys on... I'll see you later today, but I guess I'll see you guys maybe Saturday. Maybe I'll do a Saturday or Sunday afternoon video. Alright, have a good rest of the week. Be safe.